About the video about Bishi, Senka bit me a shama me and come in the because me so na person share. I just felt like I can do something better. Papa, I heard anyone and I said, boss, a friend of Mr. Richard Higofe. Now, I think he has a very nice message for us. So, me person make us have a pre. I will not interrupt. I'll try as much as possible not to interrupt because I think his message should be heard uninterrupted. So, this is the Anti-Partisan Network. My name is Johnson, and let's start. So, Mr. Richard, you can talk now.
My fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow Ghanaians, why can't we see that there is a problem with the country? Why can't we see that the problem that we have in the country, it will take only us to solve it? Why can't we also see that for us to solve it, we as a people must come together to do it together? Why can't we also see that for us to solve this problem, we need to change the approach to it? Because we've been using a particular approach for 68 years and we can see that it is not working. Why can't we come together to think, put our minds together and change the approach? I made a video recently talking about the fact that Ghana is not a country yet. And some people agree with it. They are sharing their thoughts. And to be frank, I am really learning from the comment section. And that is what I really wanted. That conversation, you share your thoughts. I really like it and I want to say shout outs to everybody who shared their thoughts. I really appreciate your comments. Some people also came in to insult. Some people also don't like the idea that I said Ghana is not a country and they don't understand why I would say that, so they get angry. And even in the video from the beginning I said people will get angry, others will be curious. So I'm not surprised that you got angry. But the purpose or the reason why I used that statement is that I really wanted you to get angry. And I want to tell you why I wanted you to get angry. You see, there are so many ways that or situations that will cause somebody to make a change in their lives or a change to something. And one of them is when they get disgusted about it, when they get angry, they cannot take it no more. You understand? The anger that you feel right now should be geared towards the fact that for 68 years we are supposed to be somewhere else, doing far better than we are now. So that anger should be directed towards that. Why aren't we there? And why are we still coping with this stuff? That is the kind of anger I want to, trigger within you, so that it will wake you up and understand that you are trying to cope with something that it's not normal. The kind of life that we are living in our country, it is not normal. We cannot accept it. We need to change it. People are doing way better. And they are living their best lives. Look at the number of youth or people who are running out of the country. Do you think if the country was going well, people will be leaving it? So you tell me, see, this thing that I'm doing, the videos that I'm making, is not for me to look like I know better. I don't. We just need to spark a conversation that will bring our minds together, the youth. I want to tell you this. See, the problems that we have within the country cannot be solved by our elders. They said we the youth are the future of the nation, meaning we the youth are the ones who are going to solve these problems. We are going to shape the future of the nation. We are going to shape our own future, our own destiny. And we can see that we cannot even count on our leaders or our elders in our society to solve this problem. Because if they could, they would have solved it. But right now, they don't even have much time, because in the next 10 to 20 to 30 years, most of them will be out. They'll be gone. Now, we are not here to shift blame on anyone, whether they could do it and they didn't do it or they couldn't do it. It doesn't matter. One thing we have to know is that there is something we can learn from them as the youth, because we are the ones going to step in from now. We can learn from their mistakes, what they didn't do right, and make the right decisions moving forward. That is something that I feel we can take from them. Apart from that, we cannot count on them to solve or design our future for us because they've lived theirs. It is our time to do ours, to build ours. And that is the purpose of what I'm doing. You understand? Whatever their actions were, it has led us to where we are now. We are not here to blame anybody for what they did. Things happen, decisions have to be taken, and it has led us to the point that we are in now. But you see, this is not the point that we wanted. If we said we were a country and we have a dream or a goal or a purpose for which we came together, then I'm telling you, this is not the reason why, or the point that we are is not where we decided to go. This is not our destination. And we as the youth now are the ones responsible to take it to where we decided to take it to. When Kwame Nkrumah, the founder that somebody pointed out in the comment section, came together and built a nation, what did he say? He wanted to turn Ghana into the black star of Africa. What does that mean to you? How do you understand Ghana being a black star? What does it mean? When China says they want to be the factory of the world, what does that mean to them? And you can see it. So if I should ask you, what does Ghana being the black star of Africa is, or we becoming that, what does it mean to you? How do you understand it? Because that is the destination. The beacon of Africa, that is the destination. And if that is the destination, how do you understand it, and what does that mean to you? Because we are the ones responsible for taking it there. They did their part. They are gone. It is our time. And looking at the way things are going and the things that our elders are teaching us, it won't get us to where we want to go. The future that we are looking for, it won't get us there. They are teaching us all the things that they knew, and that these things are the things that didn't get them the results that we are looking for. So how can we carry this same information into the future? It is not going to work. We need to look at it in a different perspective. Now we have internet. The information is out there. They didn't have that chance. They didn't have that luxury of having internet and having information. No, they didn't get that opportunity. We have that. And as the youth, we have to sit down and learn. Everybody blames our current state on colonization, but there are countries who have been colonized and they've been able to bounce back after they free themselves. Some people also blame it on foreign influence, but I'm asking you, why is it that when the Arab nations were building their countries, nobody stopped them from doing that? Look at Saudi Arabia, look at the UAE, look at Dubai. Who stopped them from building their nation to where it is now? And why is it that 54 countries, a whole continent, is using that as an excuse that somebody is the one causing or pushing us down? It is us, it's our mindset that is pushing us down. We have control. Because if you are a nation and you are allowing somebody to dictate for you and tell you not to develop your own nation, then where's your sovereignty? You tell me. Because this is the excuse we've been using for how many years now? The white people are the ones who don't want Africa to develop. Really?
This is not true. This is not
right
true.
Now on the internet, if you are listening, they are saying the future is Africa. I'm asking you, which means they are coming back. Because in my previous video, I started with a quote from Kwame Nkrumah, and he said that if we don't solve the problem of Africa with a unified front, we'll be playing around, moving around, and they will still come back to colonize us again. And it is about to happen again. Everybody is saying the future is Africa. Now I'm asking you, do you think somebody is coming to build your future for you?
That's what they
hope. Do you think somebody is coming to build your future for you? If the future is Africa, ask yourself, whose future is that? Is it yours? So you sit down all these years for them to come back again, to come and build your future for you. It's never going to happen. And this time it's going to get worse. Because AI is coming for you. Even in our current state, look at the rate of unemployment, and then we are bringing AI, and we don't sit down to think about this. We are just rushing into it, not knowing anything, understanding the need for what we need to get in place first. We are not thinking about this stuff. And we are there when we start saying these things. People think that we are trying to act intelligent. What do you mean by intelligent? You are thinking that. I am not thinking that. You think that I'm trying to act intelligent. Then whatever you feel that you know and is best, you should put a camera and say it to people. But you will sit down and talk behind it, talk in your house, and then the problem will still go on. We are here to have a conversation. I'm not here to come and control anybody or push anybody to do anything. We need to think about our future. The purpose of what we are doing is for our future. Most of us say that we are waking from the colonial mindset and all that. But you know what I've realized? All these people who are waking are stuck in the past because they are saying we should go back to history and go and do what our ancestors were doing. So we start there forgetting the present.
You're still thinking about colonialism.
We will still be worrying about the past because we have forgotten what we have to do now. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have to go back to learn from history. There are certain things that we need to learn because everything we did back then has led us to the point here. So we need to learn so that that same thing doesn't repeat itself. And so far, we are reading a history that is about to repeat itself if we don't take a new action. So the purpose of the videos that I'm doing is that we will get to a point where we get to speak as the youth. We get to share our mind because we claim that we know something. We say we know. We can do it. We can do it. Now let's come up with the solutions. We say democracy is not good for us. Have we really sat down to come up with an alternative? No. We just say that it is not good. But when the white man came and you were doing yours, he didn't say that what you were doing wasn't good though. He didn't just say that. He presented a new thing to you. And that is why we changed what we had and took theirs. People are talking about the fact that religion is the one destroying Africa. But have we sat down to come up with an alternative? No. We say we should go back to what our ancestors were doing, which most of us don't even know what they were doing. And even in this time, if they told you to do it, you wouldn't do it. So how do you tell people to stop doing something they've been doing for years without presenting something, an alternative? When they came and you were doing your own stuff, you were worshiping your own gods and all those things, they didn't tell you to stop. They presented an alternative, and that is how you make a change. In any form of change, there is some sort of substitution. You have to replace it. If anybody has a bad behavior, the way to change that behavior is not to tell the person to stop, because it's not going to happen. This is something the person is addicted to. The way to change that behavior is to replace it with something different.
I was not going to interrupt, but concerning changing people, you have to tell them to stop. Like people are one of the controlling factors of the world. You have a brain. We are going to present to you good and bad. We are presenting to you good and bad. You naturally you want to affiliate yourself with something good. So if you have a certain behavior, we are going to present to you, these are the consequences of this behavior, the positive and then the bad. Like, would you still continue with this behavior? Then stop. Like, if you can present the fact to them, when it comes to human behavior, I don't think there's supposed to be any substitution. Because if I do drugs, like I smoke weed, now the catcher will say you are going to substitute with cocaine. You are not doing anything. But when it comes to ideologies, I believe that replacing ideologies is important because ideas do not die. Will come. So ideas should be replaced, but they should not be stopped. Let's continue.
So that the person will in turn do that thing instead of what he's doing now. So if you say democracy is wrong, then we should sit down and come up with something different that we will use to replace this. And that is why all the things that we complain about in the country, our educational system, everything, all these systems that we have which are not good, we've not been able to change it because we don't have an alternative. What are we changing it to? We cannot stop everything. This is a system that has been running for years. The only way we can really make real change is to replace it. And it will come from we as the youth sitting down and putting our minds together to think, to come up with solutions, because everything that we are we are seeing around us, people came up with it. It was from people's mind. And we as a people can do the same. That is what we've been telling ourselves. So let's show it. That is the purpose of the videos that I'm doing. I'm not trying to condemn my country. I love my country. But I'm not going to lie to myself about each state. We can sit there and say that Ghana is on the map while people are dying of curable diseases. We can sit down and say Ghana is doing well whilst there are children learning under trees. In this modern day, look at the number of people dying on the road. Accident that could have been prevented. People even fled with all the resources we have. Look at Dubai. Look at the Arab nations. They have desert, sea, and oil. Only that.
Desert, sea, and oil.
We've been able to build, and we are still sitting there talking. Say we have everything. We should be ashamed, because if you have everything, and this is your state,
you shouldn't even talk. Yeah,
all we
you
do
just
is
keep quiet.
Entertainment. We the youth are really distracted.
We are distracted.
We that we are supposed
much.
to do this thing, we are really distracted. And this videos is to bring us back to ourselves, to use our minds to think and find out solutions to this. If the elderly have lived their lives and they've made all the mistakes that they have to make, all the contributions that they could have, they could. We as the youth should unify. If we are the future, let our elders or our grown-ups in our communities believe whatever they want to believe. But we are the youth. We the youth should change our perspective and unify ourselves. Because in the next 20 to 30 years, most of the elders will be out, and we will be the ones on the stage. We will be the ones leading. So what perspective are we leading with? What knowledge? What skills? If we don't prepare ourselves now, we are going to see the same results or even worse. Because apart from whatever you do, there are things that happen in life. People's decisions affect yours too. So you should know, if you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail.
It's true.
We cannot sit down. So to those who don't understand what I said, I'm not trying to condemn my country or anything. I know Ghana is a country on paper or by structure, it is. But at the core, in our hearts, can we put aside our tribal interests and follow our national interest? Can we put aside our party interest and focus on the national interest? Can we do that? If you can't do that, then you cannot call yourself a country. And that is what I'm saying. This is not me trying to look smart or something. I don't know anything. That's why I said, if you know better, you should type it in the comment section. So again, I'll end it here. And I'll tell you, I need your thoughts. Like, share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you are here and you haven't subscribed yet, my name is Richard Higofe. I just want to see my country progress.
So first of all, I want to extend gratitude in big amount to Mr. Richard Higofe, because I think everything that he said encapsulates everything that I want to say. I don't have anything more to say. Everything that he said. You see, one of the reasons why we are making these kind of videos is they do not serve the purpose of growing affection with the NPP or ADC or any other party. As a matter of fact, these videos, they are there to serve as an interest to the nation. It's like if you have eyes and you have ears and you're not an ignorant person, then you should be able to see the kind of thing that is going on in the country. So we are making a video about it. You are making a document of it. So we are documenting everything bad that is going on in the country, because I do hope that one day things will turn around. And these videos that you are making are going to serve as some kind of historical documentary materials. So, like, there was a time that the country was like this, and people used to say this on YouTube or on the internet just to call people to action so that we can we can be conscious of our current affairs, so that if there's anything that we can do about it. If there's anything that we can do passively, whether it be discussion or maybe our behavioral changes, we can do that. Like somebody is going to make a reference to these kind of videos that Mr. Richard Higofe and I are making, and I really believe that Mr. Richard Higofe, he put everything in order. This was an excellent video. The background and everything, wonderful. I want to thank him for the opportunity that he is trying to provide to his viewers, because I think some of us are still stuck in this kind of mental slavery, that we are being ruled by white people and that we are not masters to our own thoughts or actions, and that we should be following people who are only sourcing us with the information. It's almost as if that the things that we learn and our experiences do not matter. But you see, these are the things that come together whenever you want to apply the tool of common sense. These are the things that provide like some kind of borderline, some barrier through which we sort of navigate our common sensibilities through. So if you do not have a strong relationship with yourself, if you're not confident with your nature, it would be a little bit of challenging. So I appreciate what Mr. Richard is doing. In a way, he's trying to sort of like liberate people's mind. The people who still believe that we are being oppressed by an external enemy or an external system. I think this is a wonderful video, and please share, like, and post on your status. Make snippets of it. Make shots of it. This is a wonderful video. So thank you for joining me today too. And this is the Anti-Partisan Network. This is Johnson. We don't do any NPP. We don't do any NDC here. Here we are all one people. We are all unified by the truth and common sense. See you in the next one.